Step 3 is determine the group goals based on the curriculum outlines as the standards covered for the module or unit. The lessons examples used today were ELA lessons for 1st and 4th grade. Students were focused on using text features to explain ideas in 1st grade and using inferences in 4th grade. Step 4 is really looking at the focus folder to determine what kind of supports and challenges that students might need to be successful with writing goals of the lesson. For both of these lessons, scaffolds were added to the lesson to provide support for students as they responded to questions in class. Students began by responding to a prompt with sentence starters. The next step is having students respond in writing. Use sentence starters to help students with formal language. Other writing and response to reading targeted activities are included on pages 196 to 226 of the Striving Writers book. Step 5 is use PDSAs to track and analyze group progress. A PDSA stands for Plan, Do, Study, Act. Begin by completing the group at the top. I've made note that this was whole group instruction and that most students in the class were in Group B. Next, I'll fill out the days and times for instruction. For this example, students will be doing an ELA lesson like the one shown today every day of the week from 9 to 9:30. In this example, students were working on writing, and specifically, writing in response to reading. Students in these lessons were in grades 1 and 4, so I've pulled goals from the focus folder sheets at those grade levels. I've used the goals in Group C so that we're aiming for grade level standards and whole group instruction. Last, I've chosen some targeted activities that will support students in meeting grade level goals: oral response with sentence starters and questions in sentence frames. Now I would be ready to teach my lessons with the writing in response to reading targeted activities. As you teach, choose students to monitor on the PDSA. This will help you to decide if the targeted activities are effective or if you need to choose different targeted activities to support student learning. As an example, let's say that I wanted to monitor students in Group A during the writing in response to reading targeted activities to make sure I was providing enough support and whole group instruction for these students to be successful. First, I'd write the students' names down in Group A on the study area of the PDSA. Then I'd write the dates that we were working on writing in response to reading. At the top of my PDSA, I noted that we would be working on this skill during the ELA block Monday through Friday. The dates at the bottom should match the information at the top. As we're doing the writing in response to reading activities in class, I'm going to pay close attention to these 5 students and how well they're responding to the targeted activities. Are they participating successfully? If yes, I'd write a 3 next to their name if they're on target. Are they almost successful with these activities and just need a little more practice? If so, I'll write a 2 next to their name. Are they struggling and frustrated with the activities? If so, I'll write a 1 next to their name. Other useful information that's captured in the key area of the study section at the bottom is the B for behavior, A for attendance, or asterisk star for not focused. You can see how you can collect this information as well, and this is really useful in guiding for future decisions. You can see after Dakota's name on 12.5 and 12.8, she was absent, so I recorded that with an A. You can see after Francis's name that there's oftentimes an asterisk noting that Francis was unfocused, or a B noting that Francis needed behavior support for that part of the lesson. So this is really important information that helps us to make decisions on if these targeted activities are appropriate for supporting the students or if they might need more support or less support moving forward. Once you get to the end of the 10-day cycle, you can ask questions in the Act section. Were the goals met? If yes, why? If no, why not? Francis, for example, might need support focusing on the task at hand, and Dakota might not have met the goal due to absences. The PDSA helps you to make informed decisions moving forward as you're supporting your students. After you complete Step 5, you begin the process again. This is a continuous improvement cycle that repeats itself. You plan instruction based on students' data, teach the instruction, study how the lessons went, and act on that information by making adjustments as needed for the next lessons. Thanks for participating in this virtual PD. We hope that it helps you as you're supporting educators with implementing writing in response to reading.